on Shikshan Setu Dialogues, Future of Education, we are deeply honored to welcome Professor Dr. Asmita Wele, an eminent Ayurveda academician and a global thought leader with over 35 years of experience in traditional, complementary, integrative medicine. She serves as Director of Research and Professor at Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Pune, and she has held an honorary professorship in Hungary. She is a contributor to World Health Organization benchmark documents on Ayurveda. She is a global contributor in this field, and today we are truly honored to have her with us discussing future of education. So let's welcome Dr. Asmita Wele. Welcome, Dr. Asmita, to Shikshan Setu Dialogues.
Thank you, Amrita, for having me here. It's wonderful to talk to somebody who is working in the field of education in a very different way.
Thank you so much. Asmita Tai, first I'm going to ask you a question. How did you enter Ayurveda? I mean, I have already introduced Dr. Asmita. Her work is extraordinary in this field. So, we would really like to know, how did you enter this field?
See, it so happened that in my family, my maternal family, uh, doctor or medicine practice is a routine. My mother's all brothers and cousins, they are all medical doctors, and that is a famous Vaidya family from Goa. That
Oh,
was one.
wow.
My father's father, so my own grandfather, he was also a doctor in Kolhapur region, Moreshwar Gundo Ghate. So I have that, probably it comes in genes. So I had that legacy to carry forward.
Absolutely.
And another thing is, uh, I grew up in the Ayurveda kind of pharmacy, because in my both sides, my mother, my grandmother, my father's side, the routine for some of the small diseases, like if you are down with fever, running cold and cough, we always used to have these home medications. I mean, all the mamas and grandfathers, they were doctors in the hospitals, but at home we used to get the kadha of tulsi. We used to get dhanyatsa pani and jiryatsa pani. That means the
Oh,
coriander seed and cumin seed waters. Whenever we used to fall sick, unless there is dire need, I don't remember we going to hospitals. They were at the doorstep, but we never did that. We were basically treated with the remedies and also a strict diet control. So that's where I felt that yes, this is something working.
okay.
And the second reason that I entered into Ayurveda was, absolutely, I did not secure those marks which were required to enter into MBBS course. But there was another option. I could have become a dentist, I could have become a pharmacist, I could have become a microbiologist. Those career options were available. I chose Ayurveda based on my family legacy.
Oh,
That is how I did enter here.
okay, okay. That's really interesting, to know that she has like a legacy to carry forward. And that I think so brings a different angle to it, right?
Right.
So, how has your academic and now such a big global exposure that you have shaped your vision for Ayurveda's future?
I feel, Amrita, that Ayurveda is culturally rooted.
Hmm.
I feel that the body of evidence, which was existing some 1,000 years in this land, in this the neighborhood, that has come to us in the form of dictums,
Hmm.
in the form of Charak Samhita, Sushrut Samhita, Ashtanga Hriday, Ashtanga Sangraha, which is written by Vagbhat. And then later on, that knowledge body started building up. The evidence that we ask for today is real time evidence,
Hmm.
and we need to bridge that gap. Why Hippocrates is called father of medicine? because in the history we find the first registered case records of about
Okay.
60-64 patients are found on his name.
Oh.
And such case records are not found in any of the historical evidence for Charak Sushruta Vagbhat.
Oh.
Having said that, I would like to put on record here that when we talk about best medicine for this disease, best food article in the fruit category, best food grain, all that comes after a huge body of evidence. In due course of time, that body of evidence must have been lost. There are various reasons, I don't want to go into those. But when a conclusion is drawn and it proves true even today, that means there was a body of evidence. It cannot come as it is.
Correct.
So, in times of, after the times of Veda, Rigved, Yajurved, Samaved, Atharvaved,
Correct.
and then Ayurved, which
Mm-hmm.
is known as the fifth Veda of this land.
Absolutely.
Uh, the first to put that disease is of natural origin. It happens due to certain imbalances in daily routine, and also there is a recognition to diseases originating out of pollution of water, soil, everything. That uh, that is what I feel is the uniqueness of this science.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so interesting. I mean, these days, sadly, what has happened is, many a times some influencers who are not uh, true in the truest sense Ayurveda practitioners, but the terminology used in Ayurveda are used just randomly, like Ayurveda, Charak Samhita. So I think that those words have some deep rooted meanings. They have some, like you mentioned, there is a lot of work that is there being done already and already carried forward as well. But many a times it's lost because of, I think this random usage of these words. So
Amrita, I think you are the most right person to ask this type of question because you are a linguist.
yes,
You know how language grows, flourishes,
correct.
and there is something which is basic tenet.
Hmm.
We call it as a grammar related language,
Correct.
right? Or grammar governed language.
Mm-hmm.
And you understand that better.
Yes.
So, all these Ayurvedic sciences, the concepts, especially the dosha concept, tridosha,
Okay.
vata, pitta, kapha,
Mm-hmm.
the dhatu concept, there are 7 tissues, that has a regulated scientific basis.
Mm-hmm.
But in the usage of population, people, they use it like I am feeling bloated means my vat has increased. I feel there is hyperacidity. People say I'm suffering from pitta.
yes.
So this is called, we call it apabhransha in Sanskrit. So this happens with the society. It indicates two things. One is that the science is really deep rooted.
Mm-hmm.
The words are used.
Mm-hmm.
People know that if this happens, there are certain things which can take care of that.
Correct.
You don't need to rush to the chemist shop to buy Ino.
Mm-hmm.
There is a home remedy kit at home which consists of lots of herbs
Correct.
which are non synthetic,
Hmm.
which are very, very natural.
Yeah.
So I feel, coming back to your influencer thing,
Hmm.
this is a new age aspect, is
Yes.
influencers.
Yes.
Uh, they make certain products,
Hmm.
they use certain products, and then they start feeling that, okay, I'm an influencer, I will talk about it. So I feel, let it happen.
Okay.
There is
Okay.
a lot of society, even in India, who, in the 150 years of the ruling, has forgotten the connect.
Okay.
And deliberate efforts were also there to say that this is old,
Hmm.
this is just experiential,
Hmm.
this may not work.
Correct.
If this would have worked, the plague would have been treated,
Ah.
something like that. And then you start disconnecting yourself with because of these interferences. So there is a gap between that understanding,
Hmm.
the real understanding of technical terms of Ayurveda,
Hmm.
what a Ayurvedic Vaidya understands by Vata Pitta Kapha, and the tenets, like it's the movements, the synapses, the happening of the brain,
Right.
the brain activity,
Absolutely.
the transformation of biological things using the current terms like mitochondria and Agni we say in Ayurveda,
Mm-hmm.
and the structures and functions of body is
Oh,
denoted by Vata Pitta Kapha technically,
okay.
and in the common people it denotes the bloating or hyperacidity
Correct.
or cough and cold which
Correct.
comes out, the productive cough. But
Yes.
yeah, that is how these terminologies enter the society. So
Correct.
I feel whatever good
Hmm.
will continue, and
Yes.
whatever is not good will get filtered out.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
what I feel about these influencers. At least to look at the silver lining
Uh-huh.
is they are making Ayurveda
Mm.
reaching out to each household.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the silver lining.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, that's well put. That's something. So now tell me something. There is a student, for example, and the student wants to understand the difference between, say, BAMS, MD Ayurveda, in comparison to the modern medical education. So
Absolutely. Huh.
uh, how will you explain, since you are a person, you're the right person to ask this question? So I thought, let me ask you this, because many students are going to be watching this, and if they are planning their career path in this, then what would you say?
A good question, Amrita.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anybody in India who completes 12th science
Hmm.
with biology, some take biology and maths together, they have the aspiration for modern medicine or Western biomedicine,
Hmm.
to put in the right terms. Uh, they have this background of um, the current scientific biology. We
Okay.
talk in terms of Krebs cycle, we talk in terms of protein, fat, carbohydrates, we
Hmm.
talk in terms of various cardiopulmonary
Yes.
circulation,
Correct.
different systems like digestive system, this and that. And from that perspective, when the student enters into Ayurveda, we include, along with this, on or rather on this background, we include the philosophy of life.
Oh.
So philosophy of life which connects with a person with the environment or nature. So it's kind of bringing you back to the root, the spirituality aspect, which is kind of lost in the society today.
Hmm.
MBBS student may not get exposed to that, but a Ayurveda student in the first year itself get exposed to the spirituality aspect, the
Okay.
connect between the five elements: Akash,
Hmm.
Vayu, Teja, Jala, and Prithvi.
Okay.
In Indian philosophy, we say that this Deha is of all these five Panchamahabhutas.
Hmm.
They are existing within and outside. They
Correct.
are on one plane,
Hmm.
and when we die, we merge into those Panchamahabhutas. An
Right.
individual, when
Yes.
completes his work in this on this earth, gets one with the
Hmm.
Panchamahabhutas.
Correct.
Now, this philosophy gives you the meaning of life.
Oh.
So, even if you are a doctor or a Vaidya, you are here for certain completion of certain things. You are
Yes.
here for achievement. You are here for living a good life, being happy. So, all that, those things,
Hmm.
they are brought into the curriculum. So, we
Okay.
don't need to, go for some satsanga. it's
Correct.
it's imbibed in the curriculum.
Okay.
That's the basic difference. Now this has other side also.
Okay.
For the students, let me put it very
Hmm.
straight.
Hmm.
Young students, 12th complete, talking in terms of protein, fat, carbohydrates, understanding different cycles, circuits,
Uh-huh.
the physics,
Hmm.
capillary movements and all. They feel, why are you teaching us this atma and man and like mind and everything? But slowly things are changing, and I feel that we are coming back
Mm-hmm.
to this tenet through the route of science. Because what now we are seeing post COVID, especially, is the stress factor.
Yes.
Go back
Immense.
to the go back to the minds. Go back to understand how mind works, whether there is a connection between brain and mind, and all that in a different language, maybe
Hmm.
from a different lens, is covered in Ayurveda.
Okay.
So those who are interested to work on the mental and physical, both the planes,
Hmm.
they should think about Ayurveda definitely.
Okay. So there is a
That is
good
what.
combination of
Yeah.
philosophy, psychology. Can we say that?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Philosophy roots you,
Hmm.
which talks about spirituality.
Hmm.
And here, when I say spirituality, it is not about religion, not
Hmm.
at all.
That's
It
a
is,
good point
yeah,
to.
it is not about Hindu Dharma or anything. Spirituality is across continents, across any religion.
Hmm.
So it's about connect of a human being with the nature, with the surrounding,
Right.
and the right cause, right
Correct.
good.
Correct.
So that is what is imbibed in the basics of Ayurveda.
So that kind of also builds their ethics.
Perfect, perfect. And that's where the you have captured it. That's where the ethical practices, ethics,
Hmm.
everything comes in.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it might, let me tell you very frankly, I'm working with students for past 35 years now. The youngsters, especially 17-year-olds who come, and in the first year they start feeling, why are you teaching us this, spirituality, this and that. But if a teacher is good, the teacher connects these dots, and then we get a handful of very good students who practice Ayurveda on the using all the modern basic sciences. They understand biology, they understand physics, they understand biophysics, they understand meta sciences, and then they establish themselves as very good vaidyas
Right.
for the society as well as for the science. So that's what happens.
Absolutely. So that brings me to the next question. Then, today we talk about skill sets. So then what are we understood what subjects will be needed, and we obviously understand that it is the NEET exam that one needs to
Correct.
crack now, even to enter Ayurveda. But what is the skill set that a student should develop, or during this course of study, what is it that they develop over the 5 years that they are studying, 5 or 6 years they are studying Ayurveda?
I think, Amrita, the basic skill set which is required for any higher applied branches.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe students taking admission to IIMs, IITs,
Yes,
or the engineering, medicals, the same kind of skill set
correct.
is required here.
Right.
The You have to be very very observant, absorptive.
Hmm.
You need to put your 100% to the science which you are learning. You need to be very good in communication. You need to be proficient. One thing which would add to understand Ayurveda better is a skill or a aptitude towards language.
Okay.
Yeah, aptitude towards language is most important here. I may not say better, but
Hmm.
it is equal,
Okay.
because the texts are in Sanskrit. The
Ah.
original texts are in Sanskrit, and people who have translated
Hmm.
and put on their views and comments,
Hmm.
that is also in Sanskrit.
Okay.
So later on in the regional languages, people like Brahmananda Tripathi ji or Priyavrat Sharma ji,
Mm-hmm.
they have commented in their own languages, like Hindi.
Hmm.
In Maharashtra, there are some stalwarts like Yago Joshi.
Mm-hmm.
He has put, or Dhamankar,
Mm-hmm.
they have written the text in Marathi.
Okay.
So, like Jnaneshwari was translated from Prakrit to Marathi for all of
Absolutely.
us.
Yes.
These texts are being translated in
Correct.
the regional languages. If you go to Oriya,
Hmm.
Odisha, it is translated in Oriya language. If you
Oh.
go to Gujarati, these are translated in Gujaratis.
Okay.
So, actually speaking, truly speaking, Ayurveda talks and it's translated in the language of people of the region. And what best, I mean, can be other than you are communicating with your patients, their relatives
Absolutely.
in the local language, in the regional language. You understand the regional flavors, you know the regional food habits, you know the atmosphere, and then you understand the person as a person, rogi.
Hmm.
We call it examination of the patient.
Okay.
And the added tenet is examination of the disease. That
Oh.
is Roga Pariksha. So, Rugna Pariksha, know your patient with all these tenets, and Rogi Pariksha. So, and Roga Pariksha, which understand the disease.
Hmm.
I think in current perspective of biomedicine, especially for in country like India, looking at our size, the population, we are going only for the disease diagnosis.
Oh.
And we are forgetting these local and regional environmental connect,
Correct.
and that is where the thing is coming in now in western biomedicine as personalized medicine,
Oh.
person specific medicine. So that is what I'm trying to say, that we are coming to a full circle.
Yeah.
Go with a, okay, this is new science, it diagnoses, it understands, yes it is, it does,
Hmm.
and it has increased the lifespans, it has contributed a lot, the brain surgeries, the trauma recoveries, rehabilitations.
Correct.
So uh, along with that, we are also thinking of this person specific
Hmm.
medicines, and that is coming through the route of genome
Okay.
here, which is very very expensive. In terms of Ayurveda, we go by the skill set
Mm-hmm.
of this observation,
Okay.
understand the rogi separately and the rogue separately,
Right.
match the two, and bring what is best to the table.
Ah.
So
Okay.
that kind
So
of
it's very personalized, customized.
customized approach,
Wow.
customization with protocols
Hmm.
which are standardized.
Correct.
This is specific, but also considering patient specific.
Hmm.
And then, so that really needs a wonderful skill at using all the new knowledge which is there today. So
Correct.
that gives the basis.
So you have wonderfully explained how this
Hmm.
knowledge systems have evolved over time and what skill sets will be required. So now my further question is, what are the evolving career pathways then in this field?
Um, okay, Ayurveda has seen dark days as well.
Yes.
You understand that very well, because uh, when the biomedicine was on the rise,
Mm-hmm.
like the X-rays came in.
Correct.
So you started to understand what is inside the human body. Then the PET scans, the ultrasound sonographies, use of all these physics technologies to
Yes.
understand the human body. All
Correct.
our biochemical analysis using
Hmm.
microscopes, higher microscopes,
Hmm.
images of brain, that has come in at such a time point when Ayurveda was not really as robust
Okay.
at its best. The societal systems were also changing. This, I'm talking about the centuries from say 16 to 19th.
Okay.
So these 300 years, the whole society was changing technologically. We call it as a industrialized
Hmm.
and technology specific. The growth started,
Changes. Correct.
right? There, I think Ayurvedic Vaidyas, they wanted to protect the science. They
Oh.
felt the threat that it will be destroyed.
Okay.
And therefore, they limited themselves to kind of their own schools. So there are gurukulas which are available in Ayurveda. You will find that these
Okay.
Vaidyas were practicing. They have their, lineages of 10 to 11 PDs, we call
Oh.
it. The legacy goes that long that
Yeah.
10 persons from the same family, they practice Ayurveda.
Yeah. So
They
generational.
have preserved, yeah, the generations together. At the same time, uh, because of this conservation,
Hmm.
the flow kind of was broken for some time.
Yeah.
Till 15th 16th century you will find that the herbs which are not from our region, from India specific, they are included in our pharmacopoeias called Bhavprakash.
Okay.
Those were the pharmacopoeias of those days, Dhanvantari Nighantu, Raj Nighantu, Bhavprakash. They listed all the medicinal products, all the herbs. About 700 800 herbs are, which are even used today.
Wow.
The number is even more, but I'm just for the
Yes.
sake of understanding that this is huge. And then it was working in the form of, like I told you, kadhas.
Correct.
So that tradition continues, but it kind of little stopped itself
Yes.
from using the technology for the benefit of the science.
Oh.
Now that is happening.
Okay.
So once this is happening now, in last 50 years of institutionalization of Ayurveda, the
Okay.
institute in Jamnagar, Gujarat, Ayurveda University,
Okay.
started way back,
Okay.
50 60 years back. And therefore since then they started using these new technologies. And now in the last WHO summit, the second World Health Organization summit, which was held in December in New Delhi, we could come out with a volume dedicated to use of AI and machine learning for Ayurveda. So now we
Oh,
have
wow.
reached that. Yeah,
That's big. So
yeah.
AI and machine
Machine learning for betterment of Ayurveda. So we have bridged that gap to be away from technology. And therefore the careers now are into clinical practice. That's definitely there.
Correct.
But beyond that, there is lab research, where we are working with Ayurveda principles and botanicals.
Okay.
Both. So a botanical used in a modern way and a botanical used based on Ayurveda principle is different.
Right.
For example, you can taste certain herbs. Take the famous example of Tinospora cordifolia.
Okay.
In the lab, for different aspects, and Tinospora cordifolia, which is converted into juice and taken in the morning for immunomodulation, these two are different things.
Oh.
So in the lab we prove that yes, this is the mechanism of action, and in the clinic we see the results on immunomodulation.
Oh.
So that is possible now. So we
Right.
need people who understand Ayurveda philosophy, Ayurvedic principles of working in the human body environment. And there is opportunity for people in pharma industry. So development of dosage forms
Oh.
to suit the current population.
Correct.
Let me tell you one example, Amrita. We
Please.
worked on various ghee products.
Oh.
Ayurveda has a very specific concept of medicated ghee.
Okay.
So you take the juices or decoctions of particular medicines and then you boil it with water and the ghee.
Okay.
So it makes the ghee medicated.
Okay.
Now these, for example, Brahmi for stress, Bacopa monnieri. Now this Brahmi Ghrutta, the dose, classical dose is 40 grams. Every day it's not possible to consume 40 grams. It's very difficult to feed it to children who are school going.
Absolutely.
And even elderly, there are populations who don't like ghee.
Correct.
Who don't want to take it. These are opportunities. So in pharmacy career, a person who is basically Ayurveda trained and has to take this dosage form ahead, there is an opportunity. So there are lots of opportunities in clinical research, in pharmaceutical research, in drug development. Wow. in integrative practice models. We need people who know Ayurveda and who can now use AI for giving the right kind of information.
Right.
You said that the influencers.
Ah.
So I feel lot of garbage is going on.
Yes.
In the digital scripts.
Correct.
Now we need people who understand this garbage and understand the real principles and the real thing.
But for, I think so, common man, it becomes very difficult to understand the difference,
between the two.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then I feel somewhere because they don't understand the difference, this name of Ayurveda gets spoiled then somewhere. So
I
that is the
100% agree, and
Mhm.
I think some regulation we should
Yes,
bring in for that.
yes. Because a person who's not a true Ayurveda practitioner cannot just recommend ये आप इतने मात्रा में लीजिए.
बिल्कुल नहीं, वो करना ही नहीं चाहिए, and that is why there should be a regulation where
Correct.
classical Ayurvedic medicines will be available only on prescription basis,
Mm.
and certain only these many are available OTC, or even the influencers can use some of these products. These things they are not supposed to use. That kind of
Yeah,
regulation we have to bring in,
we
and that
need
is
that.
for sure.
We need that.
We
So,
need
so
that.
the influencers, let's call them the traditional gurus. And so, sorry, not the traditional, the modern day gurus and the traditional gurus. And so
The
the
modern
traditional
day influencers as against traditional gurus.
Yes,
Mm,
absolutely. Because the traditional gurus bring like a lineage
correct.
based on, their experiences, their knowledge. And there are some good influencers, definitely. But there are some who are just talking about whatever little bit knowledge that I have or I gather. And just because I want to promote a certain product or something, I am just saying that, oh, this is Ayurveda. So,
Correct.
which is sometimes like terminologies thrown at audiences.
Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. Uh, for this, actually, I feel that popular books
Hmm.
for readers
Hmm.
who read and understand. So, translation of Ayurveda in the layman language
Yeah.
is another area of
Hmm.
opportunity.
Hmm.
So, BAMS graduates or MD graduates who have that skill,
Hmm.
it is an opportunity for job.
Okay.
They should do this. A good Ayurveda text translated into the local languages for common people. There is one example.
Okay.
One of my friends who is in the US, New York. So the careers we are talking about is we need very good journalists who understand Ayurveda,
Oh,
so that whatever we want to put right, that would be put in a right word, and that would take care of misinformation or garbage.
correct.
We need people who are doing IAS, IFS, coming from BAMS background. So the penetration
Mm-hmm.
so the penetration beyond this country would be
Mm-hmm.
better.
Correct.
So a person who is rooted, who has completed graduation in Ayurvedic field,
Correct.
and who is committed to Ayurveda can definitely proliferate the career paths in all these areas, and that is possible now because BAMS is the inclusion criteria for for all of these career paths like IAS, IFS, and the degree is valid, which was not there some some
That's an
decades ago.
important point.
Some decades ago that was a problem, but now it's definitely valid, and you can choose whichever way you want to.
That's a good point, and good you mentioned it because many students, if they wish to get into this, and later on, if their ambition is to get
Hmm.
into IAS or something, then you can do that. You mentioned about AI in Ayurveda, so a deeper question in that. So you also mentioned about personalized I keep speaking about personalized education, and you're talking about personalized healthcare here. So tell me something then, how is AI going to support Ayurvedic education or research and this personalized healthcare space?
uh, Ayurveda has the I told you that Ayurveda has a basis of understanding the
Correct.
person.
Correct.
Huh. Now these are all very very user friendly techniques, but these are very subjective.
Mm.
So if I see the nadi of a of a rugna patient coming to me, my perception of that patient's nature and the patient disease both by using nadi, and my colleague, another vaidya, who examines the same patient, understands that patient as a person and his disease must match. So this is very subjective, and this is not only restricted to Ayurveda. This happens with all the allopathic doctors as well. When you go to second opinion, there could be a difference of opinion.
Mm.
So here also there is a possibility of difference of opinion. But with AI and machine learning, we can minimize the errors.
Mm.
Here AI would definitely bring in the uniformity
Okay.
to certain extent. We
Right.
all know that every individual is different. So personalization, personalized medicine has come in.
Correct.
That aspect has been caught by Ayurveda in the early days, but on in a subjective tenet. Now, one of our IITian has developed, and not only one, there are many. I am giving this one as an example. That friend of ours, IITian, has developed a very sophisticated Nadi examination machine.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's called Nadi Tarangini, and let me mention his name, Dr. Aniruddha Joshi.
Okay.
So this he has been awarded by Ministry of Ayush also, and there are lots of awards to his recognition. Interested readers can go search his profile. So this Nadi Tarangini, it has to bring it to this level today for use of any Vaidya, where you get a ready-made report of the person's constitution. It has been prepared by taking thousands of nadis of different persons, and it was topped by knowledge of Vaidyas, lot of Vaidyas. So AI definitely helps
Mm-hmm.
in such kind of personalization and
Absolutely.
predictions. So it will also rule out, what should not be, I mean, garbage, and
Filtering.
it will filter.
Yes.
So AI and machine learning both
Mm.
used properly, used properly with
Yes.
the guidance of experts in each field,
Correct.
definitely would support the real understanding of or the real knowledge base of Ayurveda.
Correct. Correct.
And Amrita, let me tell you very clearly
Mm.
that Ayurveda is not old.
Mm-hmm.
It is ancient,
Yes.
but it is not old. It is evolving with times. It takes up whatever comes new and inbuilds.
Correct.
So when that happens, definitely it will go in the flow,
Correct. Correct.
and it will bring best of both the worlds, the modern world and the ancient world. That is what I feel.
I loved the way you put it. It is ancient, but it is not old. It is evolving. It's
Always evolving.
always evolving.
Always
That
evolving.
is so important, and
Yes.
you have absolutely put it beautifully and explained it beautifully. That brings me to the next question. So, how do you envision Ayurveda's role in future healthcare and preventive medicine? You have already explained us how it has evolved,
Yeah.
but how do you envision what?
Um, One of the important aspect is there are two tenets.
Mhm.
One is health
Yeah.
and one is disease. The
Hmm.
second one is disease.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about health, Ayurveda has a lot to offer
Oh,
in the prevention, preservation, and rehabilitation.
that is so important.
Yes. So, rehabilitation comes when you suffer from a trauma. You are posed with a lifestyle disease like diabetes, hypertension, where there is nothing to cut, nothing to sew, right? What you need is consistent effort towards maintenance of health.
Correct.
So, this is a domain of Ayurveda. In all the diseases which are categorized as these big diseases,
Mm-hmm.
coming from non-communicable diseases domain,
Okay.
metabolic disorders they are called together, obesity,
Yes.
cardiovascular diseases, now neurological diseases, cognitive diseases, stress.
Are we all going to suffer with this?
Actually, Actually, because we are walking towards it with our lifestyle today and our
Yeah.
food today.
Yes.
So here, Ayurveda brings the best
Mm.
because it has person specific, basically identification of the personality, then person specific diets, nutrition, what you should take, what you should avoid, which of the foods you can take occasionally. Of course, when you are in a friends group, you are allowed to, I mean, you should enjoy. And that is there. But otherwise, there has to be a discipline to the routine. We now know these terms like circadian rhythm.
Mm.
We know that chronotherapeutics. You take a medicine at this particular time, and its result is best observed.
Yes.
So all these aspects are definitely there in Ayurveda, and a Vaidya explains to the patient,
Mm.
follow this. Along with this medicine, I'm giving you for certain time being, which will take care of this ailment. So that's where we definitely contribute in the domain of non communicable diseases. And as I told you, for rehabilitative purposes. So post trauma recovery, you have, there is knee replacement. I'm not going into the detail whether it is possible to avoid knee replacement or what, but whenever you undergo a major surgery, there are ways and means whereby you come out of it better, faster, quicker. So if it's going to take 1 month, we might reduce that 1 month by 7 days.
Yeah.
And that's a big achievement in our daily life.
Correct.
So in the era of Dali,
Mm-hmm.
so disease, I mean, um, disease assisted life years or disability associated life years.
Okay.
The right term is disability associated life years in the elderly population
Okay.
because of all these non communicable diseases that can be made better with Ayurveda dietary interventions,
Okay.
different kinds of disease modifying factors, and exercise patterns, and all of that. So, a big contribution will be there.
So basically, how to maintain your lifestyle.
How to maintain your lifestyle according to your personality.
Because it's personalized.
Yes, personalized. So, maybe for Amrita, cycling and running would be good
Hmm.
because that suits her personality. Suits means she could be a kapha person.
Hmm.
She's consistent in all her thought processes and works. She would need that running and jogging and cycling. Somebody who is little bit inconsistent in everything,
Hmm.
a vata kind of person. For that person, we would require swimming and gymming, where the strength building, concentration, we would also support with yoga. Somebody who is pitta person, that person should go because that is always, fiery personality.
Correct.
So for that personality, meditation, yogasanas, swimming, cooling down, maintaining the calm is more important.
Hmm.
So this way we can even personalize
What exercise
what
need to be done?
exercises
Wow.
the persons need to do. So now here it becomes multifactorial. So the constitution, that is prakriti,
Yeah.
the disease you are suffering from,
Hmm.
the diet and exercise to match with all of this. So we are adding layers,
Correct.
and that is very much possible. So that's the best thing from coming from Ayurveda in the health domain.
Mm-hmm.
In the disease domain, do we always really need to go ahead with the medications like synthetic medications or
Hmm.
chemical medications,
Hmm.
like maybe ibuprofen for pain killing?
Hmm.
Then there are drugs to reduce obesity. You take these pills,
Oh
and
yes. Now
that
it's a
has
big
come up.
thing.
It's a big
Yes.
thing. Then insulin sensitivity,
Correct.
hyperinsulinemia, all that. I mean, there are hormonal supports, tablets, this, that. Thyroid is growing,
Yes.
hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. So in all these areas, there are certain medications also coming from Ayurveda, like Gugul. These are combination medicines. There are different formulations. You cannot put your finger onto this one
Hmm.
chemical entity.
Got it.
we are having a particular molecular structure, but this is a mix of different molecules together. And uh, I would definitely say here that they go more with the natural infrastructure of our bodies.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when that is natural, it's pathway.
Hmm.
We call it pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics in today's
Okay.
terms.
Okay.
In Ayurvedic terms, we call it its combination with the inner Panchamahabhutas,
Oh,
because the body is made up of Panchamahabhuta.
correct.
All the natural ingredients of this earth, may it be metals like calcium, I mean, it's a semi metal, but even gold, silver, or all other medicines like ashwagandha, guduchi, tulsi, neem, aloe vera, these are all made up of all of these panchamahabhutas. So, what converts them?
Hmm.
This is what we eat.
Correct.
Our barley, our wheat, our rice,
Yes.
all the vegetables, fruits, tomato,
Yes.
everything is made up of that same material.
Hmm.
So there is a basis, common platform, and the converting factor is Agni,
Hmm.
the digestion at various levels.
Right.
All that goes more natural as against the synthetic molecules. I don't mean that the synthetic molecules are not required. They also evolved in the process because that was a requirement to fight with infectious diseases,
Correct.
to fight with certain required, you know, required aspects
Correct.
while coming out of, trauma and other things. But that cannot be your food. A
Right.
medicine can never be your food.
Yes.
Food will be your medicine. Food will be your medicine, but not medicine. A handful of tablets and popping them cannot be your diet. So tablets
That's
cannot be your
important.
diet. Food is your medicine.
Correct.
And that's where, for diseases as well as to remain healthy, Ayurveda brings a lot of recipes also to the table.
That is important. That is so important. And you have beautifully explained it in absolutely simple terminologies, not making it difficult to understand, just simplifying every part of it. So, अर्क असा काढून इतका छान समजवलेला आहे. थँक्यू
Thank
सो मच फॉर दिस. अँड आय थिंक सो जाते जाते, what is it, one thing that you would like to tell our audience, the students or the parents who are watching? What is that advice would you like to give?
Uh, Let me bring you back to the reality.
Okay.
What I'm talking is true for about 20% people working in this field like me.
Hmm.
But if you understand that 100% students take admission to BAMS,
Hmm.
and the ground reality happens as such that only those 20,
Hmm.
they work in the core Ayurvedic field.
Oh.
They become real Vaidyas, they practice only Ayurveda. They based on these principles. Rest 80%, they are kind of working using current allopathic medications.
Is it?
Yes, that is a truth. Uh, you can just ask people who are, I mean, the registrars and the assistant doctors in any big hospital you go, and just inquire their degrees. So you will find that today in India, the ratio of doctors required is one doctor per thousand population. And
Okay.
we have achieved that.
Okay.
If we go by sheer numbers, we have about one doctor for 880 population.
Okay.
Per 880 people, we have one doctor. Now, these doctors, they come from both the streams.
Hmm.
So, allopathy and Ayurveda. At the moment, the statistics says that we have over 13 lakhs of allopathic practitioners registered, and we have 7 lakh 53,000 Ayurveda and other homeopathy,
Hmm.
Unani, Siddha altogether. The number is about 7 lakh 53,000. So it's half that statistics gives us. this distribution is unequal.
Ah.
So 70% of this population practices in urban area and
Right.
only 30% is to
Rural.
the rural. In that rural,
Hmm.
majority of the doctors servicing the population are from Ayush sector.
Oh.
Yes. So here, their daily needs are patient coming in with a cut. The person has climbed up the tree to take out the fruits, a coconut maybe, and fallen down and has a wound. You have to treat, and you use all the techniques which are available today.
Correct.
Severe infectious fever, you have to use antibiotic or antiviral depending on the case maybe. You are equipped with that. And some of the medications where there is, poverty is one thing, where natural immunity, where natural sustainability is less. So these are the realities of ground. And therefore, I would say that uh, to cater to this whole population, when we see that 80% of BMS graduates
Hmm.
are using the current medication, and let me tell you that this new syllabus, rather for past 25 years or even more than that, the syllabus of Ayurveda graduation
Hmm.
includes the necessary modern uh,
Medicine.
medicine curriculum into
Oh.
the, I mean, the content, not curriculum, the content into the BAMS syllabus and curriculum. So
Okay.
we are taught about pathology, we are taught about the surgical techniques, we are taught about anesthesia, we are taught about the latest delivery techniques and all the surgical aspects. We are
Okay.
taught about modern medicine as well, that is blended. So this is kind of a blended curriculum
Okay.
for Ayurveda graduates, and they take it.
That's interesting.
Yes. So I feel that, yes, you take admission to BAMS, and as I told, that there are lots of career opportunities for bringing the essence of traditional medicine into national and global platform through different professions that is
Yes.
there,
Yes.
as well as when you want to practice as a clinician at grassroots level, maybe in rural area, you also get that in this curriculum.
Hmm.
So actually, if you allow me to say,
Please go
if you
ahead.
allow me to say, Ayurvedic students are, doubly equipped. They
Okay.
are equipped in duality. Ayurvedic principles, the things coming from the traditional, ancient, evolving science,
Hmm.
and the current biomedicine, where the new technologies, new understanding of diseases, use of all the diagnostic techniques, biochemistries, the x-rays, the PET scans, we are aware of and we are equipped with.
Okay.
So that's kind of added burden on these students,
No, but
kind of
it's a
added
good
burden,
thing.
but the blending is good in terms of for the societal benefit.
Right.
For the societal benefit, it is better. There could be so so takeaway message is,
Yes.
yes, if you are really interested to explore the traditional Indian medicine system, Ayurveda, definitely opt for it with a clear understanding that what you want to do, who you want to become. You could become a wonderful practicing Vaidya, delivering this complete prevention and rehabilitation domain, or you could be a bottom line clinical doctor for the population where it is required. So there are
Both the
both the
options.
possibilities to
Oh, oh, oh,
yeah,
that's beautiful. And also, if you want to get into policy making, and
absolutely.
like you mentioned,
Food and
food and
nutrition,
nutrition.
drug developments, pharmacies.
Yes.
Yes.
So there are abundant possibilities today, even with this field. The whole purpose of these dialogues is to understand the evolving landscape in today's education and what is truly going to be the future of education. We will be discussing about various topics, various subjects various streams with uh, dignitaries in the respective fields. Today, with Dr. Asmita, we had a wonderful conversation. Once again,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much. It was pleasure.
You coming, and it was really enlightening even for me. I mean, there were so many misconceptions in my mind which you cleared today,
Right.
and thank you. I'm sure everyone must will be enjoying this show, because it was not just that we were talking about Ayurveda, but we were talking about how to study it, how it has evolved over time. So it was really informative. Thank you so much, Asmita Tai, for coming today. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.